Okay, a little bit of introduction to Spark tables and HPTuners and how to data log. I want to cover a couple key points. HDFX, High Degree Freedom Executive, is what it stands for. It's a complicated algorithm that Ford uses, and it takes current conditions outside. It'll take cam position, load of the motor, RPMs, and it runs it through a process, and it says, okay, we need to use timing table 8 or timing table 3, or we need to blend the two tables. So I'm going to show you how that process works today. I'm also going to show you how to data log these properly so you know how the PCM is weighing the timing tables, so you can put your timing value in the right table. If you don't put it in the right table, you're not going to get the results you're looking for. So first, we're going to baseline the tune. We're going to find out what tables the Spark is being pulled from. Then we're going to take those tables, we're going to apply the timing value we want into those tables, and then we're going to rinse and repeat and see if we come out with the appropriate timing we design. Now, I'm not going to do a follow-up data log to show the end results. I'm just going to show you how to do the process. Another thing I wanted to add is the difference between a borderline Spark table and the MBT table. The main difference is your borderline table, all the timing values in that table are going to be based off, let's say, a 91 octane. So at 91 octane, that is the max amount of timing the motor can use. Now, the MBT table is the most power, the most torque that the motor can make, and at what timing value it makes that torque. What you're typically going to adjust are going to be your borderline Spark tables, which are applied in medium to high load conditions. You'll see your MBT table typically applied at low load conditions. Now, when Ford develops the MBT table, they throw the motor on a dyno. They map this thing out. They flog it for who knows how long. And it's got a race gas in there, and they come up with, let's say, 90% load at 26 degree timing. This motor makes the best torque value. That's what that table's for. The borderline is for lesser fuels, or lesser octane fuels. All right, today I'm going to show you how to set up your data logging for timing for your Coyote. I've got an HPTuners product open up, VCM scanner, and before you make any changes to your tune for your Coyote, you need to know what you're changing and where to change it. So that's what I'm going to show you. So open up HPTuners. You're going to get a default channel configuration and graph. I went ahead and cleared all those out. Now I'm going to come up here to the plus button. Add channel, timing advance. Add timing advance. And I'm going to search RPMs, RPM. Then I also need to know the engine load. You're going to need your spark source. And then you're going to need all your map points. So this is going to tell you how your timing values are blended between the map points as the cams move along to their various positions, trying to obtain best fuel economy, best stability, and other items. I'm going to go ahead and just... All right, so over here on this graph section, I'm going to right-click, chart layout. I'm going to add a series. I'm going to add a group. Excuse me, a group. And then I'm going to add a series. Spark timing. Search timing.
past it, pick a color. Okay, now I'm going to add RPMs. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going to click over here under the group 1. I'm going to add another series. And we're going to do RPMs. Okay, select your color. All right, now I'm going to add another series. I'm going to add load. And do load. Okay, select your color. All right, so that's all I want at group 1. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to add another group, group 2. And I'm going to add all my map points. Map 0. Now these are spark map points. As mentioned earlier, there are 16 of them in the Gen 1 Coyote. And how they work, as your car's environment changes, driving conditions, temperature changes, your car will go into different modes based on those conditions. One of the conditions could be load. And as it goes through these different conditions, it adjusts the cams, and then it'll blend the timing values between these 16 map points. Now those blended values can be further capped or the timing further adjusted by ratios in the tune. We'll go into that at another time. But what you need to know is that out of these 16 Gen 1 map points, they will always equal 100%. So no matter if your car is using map 0 and map 10, let's say those should equal 100%. If your car is using map 2, map 3, and map 4, and blending those, it'll be blending those values. Whatever that blend is, whether it's 25, 25, and 50% consecutively, then it will equal 100%. So you got to know where your car is pulling the timing values from before you can modify them. So that's what I'm setting up here today, Log. Okay, select here, map 0. Okay, so get that in percent. Not going to get too caught up with colors. We got a lot of them. And then, okay, we've got map 0 set up. I'm just going to clone this. I'm going to clone a few here. And then I'm just going to work through map 1, map 2. And your last one's OP, optimum performance. 0 to 100. We'll go back through here. We will adjust all these parameters. Okay, so now I've got everything set up. Granted, I've got all the colors all mixed up here, so I'm going to go through them and change the colors. Okay, so I've got this all set up. These are the basic values that you will need to log timing on your Coyote. So I'm just going to show you how to save this. So you go over here, save your channel, save, demo 1, okay? And then you need to save this as well. So come over here, click that save button. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to walk over to my car, I'm going to plug it in, and we'll see what this looks like as we're doing the data log.